Welcome back to Tried and Tested Cycle Coaching. This is stage 4 of the 2025 Mallorca Masters review and analysis. As you can see, after stage 3, I'm only 19 seconds now off of the yellow jersey. My teammate and friend Charlie is down in 13th, so all to play for as we head into the final stage. So what did stage 4 have in store for the riders? Well, in terms of race distance, it was just under 50 miles, and that's pretty short for my liking anyway. Also, the course profile didn't really offer up anything in the way of big climbs or elevation gain. There were some drags, as you can see, and a few lumps and bumps along the way. But in terms of a good sort of 3-4 minute really hard effort with a bit of gradient, there wasn't really any of that was going to help create any sort of separation. Also, the roads on this course are pretty large and wide, so there wasn't anything kind of B road or country lane type road where you could potentially get out of sight, and then the bunch would not realise that there was a few riders away. There was none of that, so you always had good visibility of any attacks that were trying to go up the road. So from a tactical point of view, this was going to be really hard to claw back. I know it's only 19 seconds, but on this particular course, with this particular distance and this duration, it didn't offer a lot of potential. But that said, both me and Charlie, we had a quick chat before the race, and we basically said, look, nothing to lose. Let's just attack it as hard as we can. And that's exactly what we did. And we tried our best to get these 19 seconds back. So as soon as the flag dropped, I was straight up to the front of the bunch, watching the first few attacks go. But then I think as soon as I could see an opportunity to try and get away, I seized it. And to be honest, we was away in a small group for a little bit. I think it was up until probably about this point. Yeah, so 350 MP, 23 minutes, heart rate 159. Yeah, I was going pretty hard. What was the average speed? 28.2. So, yeah, we were going pretty quick. And I was working in a small group initially, but the appetite to pull from some of the other riders just wasn't there. And that's actually something that was a bit of a theme throughout the week, is that you get riders who obviously want to be at the front of the race and sometimes find themselves off the front in a small group, but their willingness to contribute to any break always seemed kind of quite minimal. And I don't know whether it's a lack of confidence or ability or what, but these stages are not long, so it's not like you're going to be out there for hours. So yeah, I found that quite frustrating, that you could be in a break and you'd be like, well, come on, let's go. Let's try and eke out some time. But unfortunately, on this particular occasion, that didn't happen. And it could have been that the bunch did still have quite a lot of power in it. The yellow jersey, obviously highly motivated, strong rider himself, probably did a lot of the pulling back on his own. He only had, I think, one teammate. So yeah, there was a desire to try and get the 19 seconds, and definitely a lot of effort. But as you can see, in the end, rolled in with the bunch. So what are the key takeaways from the 4 stages and the overall stage race? From a training and preparation standpoint, I don't feel like I could have prepared any better. I think I was in the right sort of shape for this particular race, and how I performed over the 4 days showed good durability and recovery between each of the stages. Equipment-wise, I don't think I could have changed much. Maybe some faster wheels for the flatter stages, but I doubt that would have made much difference. Nutrition, I think fueling was pretty good. Post-race nutrition on day one or after day one probably could have been a bit better. And another bottle on stage 2 would have come in handy, I think. From a race tactics point of view, stage 1, I was too far back at the start, but I didn't make that mistake on any of the other stages, so I kind of learned from my error on that stage. Stage 2, in hindsight, probably worked a bit too hard early on to help establish the break. So when we were caught, didn't quite have enough in the legs for that final move, so lost time on the eventual winner of the race. Stage 3, I think this was the best stage from a tactical point of view with the help of my teammate. Stage 4, I guess I could have waited a bit longer into the race before launching any attacks, but I think given the shortness of the stage, I'm not sure that would have made much of a difference. Okay, so if you made it this far into the 4 short videos that or vlogs or whatever you want to call them, that I've pulled together, then I appreciate that. Hopefully you found them somewhat useful or insightful, and if you have got any questions or you want a bit more information about this event or even how to prepare for an event like this, then yeah, please reach out to me at Tried and Tested Cycle Coaching. I'm also available for coaching generally, so if you race in the UK or you've got an event that you're looking to train for, specifically Gran Fondo, long gravel race, anything, then yeah, please reach out to me. Always happy to help. And yeah, see you in the next one. Cheers.